Shalom. First and foremost, before we begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash.
Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Hey man, we back out here again to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom of America, aka Babylon the Great. We at the end of Esau's system, man. All right, the scriptures tell us that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Let me get that. Yeah, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That's why you see everything is dying at its lowest state, right? This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? That's right, man. Pose a question. If the wicked ain't in power, then who the hell is he, man? All right, you got chemtrails, right? You got GMO food. Of course the wicked is in power, man. And who does the wicked go back to? Esau eating the so-called white man. Malachi 1 and 4, man. All right, so we at the end of this man's system. It's like we need to adjust this. Yeah, man, we at the end of this man's system. And call all Yahawashi for that.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting time? What shall be the parting asunder of the time? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows?
Yo, part of the asunder of the time. We in the part of the asunder of the time, man. Everything is ramping up, right? And it's when it's by the end of the first and the beginning of the second, right?
Okay. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's name fell first the hill of Esau.
Yeah.
For Esau is the end of the world,
Yep.
and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. And that's what we at, man. We at the beginning of Jacob's rule, man. And that's a beautiful thing, man, to see. The matter of fact, you get Ecclesiasticus, what is that, 25 and 7? We seeing the fall of our enemy. It's being manifest right before our eyes, right? And again, as the elder brother one went into the day, man, get ready for persecution, right? Get ready for these damn devils to come after us. But that's how the story plays out. And knowing that the story plays out that way, we're going to be comforted. When they kick in your door, you like, oh shit, the Lord said this is going to happen, right? And it's going to boost your faith. It's going to make you want to tear them damn devils off. You do anything to me, my Lord gonna fuck you up. That's the power that the men of the Lord gonna have, man. You got it, that's like.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy.
Yep.
And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his purity.
We don't have joy of our children here, man. Our children ain't even out. We gotta work and so much work. They sure ain't have time to spend with your kids, man. Right? This place is polluted. All right, it goes into the minds of our kids with this SpongeBob bullshit. Man, you look at some of the damn shit that's being played on the TV now, man. You'll just smash that motherfucker, man. And they targeting our kids. Yeah,
It's like even what they teach in the school.
Yeah.
You know, they got these transformer books. You know, they pushing this on our children. You know, and it all goes back to Esau.
Yeah, the wicked.
You know,
That's right, that's beautiful. It all goes back to this fucking devil, man. It all do, man. Your woman not acting right, blame Esau. Your kids want to act up, blame Esau. You got something wrong with somebody, blame that fucker Esau, man. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. of fact, read verse 17.
Con, this is Ecclesiastes 25 and 7.
Yep.
There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy.
Yep.
And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that has joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his
And
enemy.
that's what we're in the process. We're living to see the fall of our enemy, man. Everything he does is being turned upside down. He can't get his well-laid plans off. All right, you know, they was talking about this baby formula shortage, but you had a congresswoman go to the border and find a shitload of baby formula. You know? So much so now, it's controversial with it. Can you get Isaiah 19 and 14? You got to preach something? Okay. So much so that now that their best well-laid plans, all right, are not going off without a hitch. You got it out.
Con, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof.
Yeah.
And they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
This is spiritually Egypt and spiritually Sodom. And the Lord has caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. Let's prove that. You know, we've had an influx of new listeners, man, new believers. So we got to break this thing down piece by piece. Read that again, Bible show.
Con, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. And they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
Yeah, they caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. Let's prove what Egypt is. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, spiritually dead. And you see that playing out by way of things on TV, man. You got a EFNF, you know, and that shit then went viral, man. You know, that's these bitches' anthem for the fucking summer, man. But that's spiritually dead. Fucking yeah, man. And guess who can blame for that? Fucking Esau, man. He the one who has the technology to push that shit forward. Right? It says, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. And we already know why it's spiritually called Sodom, right? And it's spiritually called Egypt because of our captivity. Right? Made to serve hard bondage. This
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Yeah, Esau is our oppressors, right? They're fucking children, man. Right? Go ahead.
And women rule over them.
And our women are ruling over us. Right? Esau has set up the woman over the man here in this fucking queendom, man. You got it, right?
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the ways of thy path.
Yeah, man, they destroy the way of our path. That's why 2/3 of Jake is lost in the fucking south. They stay at the bar drinking that Babylon juice. They don't want to get up. Even though they see a sliver of light, they hear the prophets prophesying. Them niggas said, nah, I want to continue to live in America. I want to continue to be a nigga here. You gonna die here. You got it, right?
Psalms 82 and 5, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Yeah, everything is out of course here, man, because gross darkness has covered the earth. And the way of Esau and his goddamn philosophy, man, I gotta get some. This is the book of Job. Job 10. You got it out. See, that's the spirit.
Job 10 and 21.
Yep.
Before I go whence, I shall not return,
Yep.
even to the land of darkness.
Yeah, even to see, people would think Job is talking about dying. But he said, even to the land of darkness. Go ahead.
And the shadow of death,
Yeah.
a land of darkness,
Yep.
as darkness itself,
Yep.
and of the shadow of death,
Yeah.
without any order.
Without any order. There's no order here. There's no fucking order here, man. You got it out.
And where the light is as darkness.
And where the light is as darkness. Everything this nigga promotes is darkness, man. It's meant to keep you lost. It's meant to keep you dumb and docile, man. But the Lord has given us this great light. This shine. Well, you got that Matthew. What is that, Matthew?
Isaiah.
Yeah, let's get that. You're gonna get Matthew 4:16. You got it.
Isaiah 5 and 20.
Yeah.
Woe unto them they call evil good.
Yeah. Oh, the Lord said, whoa. Meaning what? Death and destruction. Go ahead.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Yeah.
They put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Yeah, they put darkness for light and light for darkness. That's what Esau does. He promotes everything that's fucking wicked, man. You got it. And that's why we crying out to the Lord, man. Once we understood these things, we understood that like, this is not our rest. Lord, get us the hell out of here and destroy this nigga. That's what we asking the Lord to do. And it ain't gonna be done by our might. No, it's gonna be the Lord Yahawashi bringing this place down. And we seeing that happen. We seeing the fall by it. You got it out.
He said they put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Yep.
They put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Yeah, bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. That's what this damn devil do, man. All right, have you in the ridge, man. All right, you go back to the redlining, right, where they set up actual legislation to keep these so-called Negroes that went to war out of those good neighborhoods. They made specifically that people that went out to war, when you got those VA loans, they had to be in Edomite communities. You ain't get it in other communities, man. So you couldn't get no fucking houses. Yeah.
But then when it comes to vegetables, like you grow up thinking vegetable nasty.
Yeah.
Like you put that pork lead to bitterness. You know what I mean? But that vegetable lead is something sweet.
That's right. That's right, man. You got the devil promoting the abomination, man. That's why you got shrimp, crab, and lobster as delicacies in this fucking kingdom, man. Everything is turned upside down. But again, the Lord has that was it on that? Yeah. Again, the Lord has shown us the light. All right? And the scriptures also say unto us, as well as unto them was the gospel preached. But it didn't profit them not being mixed with faith. No? Let's get that.
God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 4.
Let me finish this. My bad. Let me finish this. This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. How was our Lord crucified? Well, they X'd out his real image, man. All right? How the Lord really get down. So guess what? You're going to know the Lord as we know him, by his judgment. Okay? You ain't going to see no lily white, Jesus. Okay? Now you're going to see an austere black, so-called black man coming to slay and to liberate his elect, man. Point blank period.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 16. The people which sat in darkness saw great light.
Like the people which sat in, man, we was in confusion, man. We was in the dust, man. And then all of a sudden we heard a word. Matter of fact, let me get that. Hold that. Yeah, man. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers. And that's what you're saying, man. On a huge scale, our people's eyes are seeing their teachers, whether they want to hear or whether they want to forbid, whether they want to inquire or whether they're not. It says, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand or when ye turn to the left. So when we heard this word, it registered with us, man. It hit a frequency like, damn, this is the truth. We saw that great light. Let me get our piece up here.
It's St. John 1 and verse 5.
Yeah.
And the light shineth in the darkness.
Yeah.
And the darkness comprehended it.
And the darkness comprehended it not. So when they see this word on display and they can't comprehend it because they in gross darkness. What is that? Man, somebody hold 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. You got that.
This is Job 27, starting at 11. I will teach you by the hand of Yahawashi that which is with the Almighty will I not conceal. Behold, all ye yourselves have seen it. Why then are ye thus altogether vain?
Yeah, man. Everybody has seen this word being pushed forth. But if you're not chosen to understand it, you're not going to get it. You got more? Go ahead.
Verse 13. This is the portion of a wicked man with Yahawah Yahawashi,
Yep.
and the heritage of oppressors,
Yep.
which they shall receive of the Almighty.
Yeah, but you're blind, so this is your portion to receive judgment, man. Along with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the wicked. Go ahead.
If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword,
Yep.
and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
Yeah, his offspring is not going to be satisfied, man. And they're just being multiplied for World War III, man. That thermonuclear fire, man. That the Lord is going to bring judgment on this place. Fittingly so. All the wickedness that this place has produced, has pushed forth into the earth. Should you say the wicked is like a green bay tree, right? That spread it out. And that shade. That gross darkness. If you got a big ass tree that's blocking the light, you can't see nothing. You know? You got more on that? Go ahead.
If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widow shall not weep.
Right, man. The widow shall not weep. They'll be checking for you, man. You got that I call for out?
What was it? 2 Corinthians 4 and 3.
Yep.
All right, in the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4 and verse 3, it says, but if our gospel be hid,
Yeah, but if our gospel be hid, go ahead.
it is hid to them that are lost,
Woo! Go ahead.
in whom the power of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe
Yeah,
not.
who the power of this world? He saw you to the so-called white man. Right? That's why when he told your ass to put on a fucking mask, you did. And that went go. Put a fucking knife on your face. And then give offer no protection, man. You see?
I'm gonna say that your point, what you said, that lets you know who in rulership.
Yeah.
You know,
That's it. That lets you know who's actually in power, man. When he can sit down legislation and the whole world follow. Again, the earth is given into the hand of God. And we at the end stage of this nigga
it says, in whom the power of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not.
that which believe not. It wasn't mixed with faith. You got it.
Lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach.
See that? Less the light of the man, this is glorious gospel. You got a kingdom waiting on you, man. Your oppressor gonna be under your foot. You know? Rest. Oh, you're gonna be able to enjoy your children. That's the glorious gospel, man. But Jake then took a damn cup and took the top off that cup. See that shit? See, that's an example of Jake being lost in the
Sounds that spirit.
Damn.
Lost in the sound.
I mean, actual truck, y'all. Come on, man. Lost in the sound. Well, see, that's what the Lord has enlightened us. He didn't open up our eyes. We didn't have the eyesight put on. Now we're able to see. And this gross darkness. I remember Apostle Bar had mentioned the owl. And the owl has more liquid behind his eyes that allows him to see at night. So when you reach that level of wisdom, all right, a certain level, you know, when you reach that level of owl wisdom, you're able to see in the night, man. Yeah, that eyesight, exactly. You know? But yeah, man, we got that oil that's helping us navigate through this wicked ass kingdom. You got it, huh?
It says, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of Yahawah, should shine unto them.
Yeah, it should shine unto them. Right? We read what Isaiah 6 that the Lord has actually blinded their mind. You know, blinded them where they can't see and dull their understanding. You got it, huh?
You want me to keep going on that?
Yeah,
It says, for we preach not ourselves, but Hamashiach Yahawashi.
Right, we preaching Yahawashi, man. The coming of the King. We ain't preaching ourselves, man. We got these certain counts promoting themselves. Oh, Elder Bishop, the smartest man on the planet. The fuck? Where Yahawashi at, man? Why you ain't lifting up Yahawashi, man? You see? Go ahead,
For we preach not ourselves, but Hamashiach Yahawashi, the Lord, and ourselves your servants, for Yahawah's sake.
Yeah, for Yahawah's sake, man. But the more we proclaim this word, the quicker things speed up. Have you noticed it? Go ahead,
For Yahawah, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness.
Ooh, see that? The Father commanded the light to shine out of darkness, man. You got it,
It says, has shined in our hearts
Oh, man.
to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of Yahawah in the face of Yahawashi HaMashiach.
The light of the knowledge by way of your mind. That's how we're renewed. Right? You got it,
But we have this treasure in earthen vessels,
Yeah.
that the excellency of the power may be of Yahawah and not of us.
Yeah, of Yahawah and not of us, man. We got this treasure. It wasn't of our own volition. You know, it wasn't nothing that we conjured up. No, man, the Lord opened us up to this thing, man. And he closed them off to it. That's part of the prophecy, man. So I'm going to hear and some I'm not.
It says, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed.
That's right.
We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken.
Ooh, persecuted, but not forsaken. Hey, we coming into that time being persecuted. But the Lord said we are not forsaken, man. Go ahead,
Cast down, but not destroyed.
That's right.
It says, always bearing about in the body.
You're always bearing about in the body, man. We are a body, man. The big toe is not the pinky finger, and vice versa. You try to put the pinky finger on the big toe, I bet your ass don't walk right. I bet you try to put your big toe on your hand, I bet you can't hold no bottle right. So everybody works in their own function, man. Again, we are body. You got it, right?
It says, always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahawashi, that the life also of Yahawashi might be made manifest in our body.
Yeah, it may be made manifest in our body. By what? This testimony, which is what? The prophecy. The testimony.
For we which are always might be made manifest in our mortal flesh.
That's right. Being made manifest. Right? They see those men out there, again, start with our apostles and elders. That's why we get another honor. Because they labor in the work. They ain't sitting there behind them. Man, they out there in the elements, man. You got these certain guys who retire from doing the work, man. You don't see them out in the highways and byways. But they don't get double honors. That's what the scriptures say. When you got a problem with that, you got a problem with Yahawashi. And if you despise the word, you will be destroyed.
So
You got it.
then death worketh in us, but life in you. We having the same spirit of faith.
Yeah, we having the same spirit of faith. Go ahead.
As it is written, I believe, and therefore have I spoken.
Yeah.
We also believe, and therefore speak.
Yeah. We believe and therefore we speak. You got it.
It's like what it said. We also have a sure word of prophecy.
Yeah, that's it. That more sure word of prophecy. You got it.
It says, knowing that he which raised up the Lord Yahawashi shall raise up us also by Yahawashi.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, man. He raised up y'all. See, that's that more sure word of prophecy.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
You got it.
And shall present us with you.
Yeah. And when all said and done, Yahawashi come back and destroy this place, we gonna represent it. You got it, huh?
For all things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might through the thanksgiving of many redound to the glory of Yahawah.
Yeah, to the glory of Yahawashi, man. That's why we do this. Okay? We get the blood off our hands and exalt Yahawashi. We, you know what? There's only a couple more verses we can continue.
It says, for which cause we faint not.
For which cause we faint not. Hey, man, we know it's a reward at the end of this thing, man. You got it.
It says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
Yeah, the inward man is renewed day by day.
That's it.
You got it out.
For our light affliction.
Yeah, this is light affliction, man. The things that we go through in the world. It's not even to be compared to the kingdom of heaven, man. To the things that the Lord has for us. You got it out.
For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory.
See that? Go ahead.
While we look not at the things which are seen.
And that's the spirit. Elder Pastor Robert went into that same scripture today. For the things that he was touching on how these entertainers sell out, man. And they only looking for the here and now. Why? Because they haven't seen afar off. They haven't gotten this understanding to where it will profit them, man. Seeing that the kingdom of heaven is approaching. You know?
They don't see past America.
That's it.
Whole other realm that we in, you know what I mean?
See, what the scripture say, sexual affections on things that are...
That's it, bro.
You get that.
That's it. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Yeah, the kingdom of heaven, man, it's eternal, man. So yeah, we see the light. We see the profit in this. You got precept? You got it.
So 1 Corinthians 7 and verse 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
Yeah, the fashion of this world passeth away. Go ahead.
But he that doeth the will of God.
That's it. What you reading on?
This 1 Corinthians 7 is one. It's another one. I think it's in First John.
Read that. Go ahead and finish that.
That's it on.
Read it again.
And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
Yeah. For the fashion of this world passeth away. You know, the precept, get 2 Peter 1. You wrote something?
Okay.
2 Peter 1.
So the 2 Peter 3 and 13.
Let's go ahead.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth.
Yeah, look for a new heavens and a new earth. That's what that light produces, man. It produces an outlook that's not of this realm. It's not of this world. Go ahead.
Wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. We ain't gotta worry about no fucking transformer, man. See? We ain't gotta worry about that shit in the kingdom of heaven. And man, you know, we the day the Lord take these devils down. You found your precept?
About which one to add, let's get say, if we hope for that, we see not, then we with patience wait for it.
Yeah, patiently wait for it, man. Where patience goes into suffering, man. When you understand that you're in captivity, you know you're suffering. You ain't talking about I got a good job, none of that shit.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy. Whereunto ye take heed.
Whereunto you do well. That ye take heed. You're supposed to take heed to this. When this word is presented in its purest form, you're supposed to take heed. Go ahead.
As unto a light that shineth in a dark place.
Woo! See that? Read that again.
As unto a light that shineth in a dark place.
As in a light that shineth in a dark place. See, Esau's a bitch. He done froze the live screen. Hold on. The water, brother Azara, for letting me know that. The water, brother. The water, brother. That nigga crazy, man. That nigga been going crazy on brothers' pages, you know, giving strikes. They got this new thing, misleading information. What the fuck is that, man? How you gonna say somebody got misleading information and your ass produce nothing but fucking lies, man? See that? Fucking devil, man. We gonna get back on your bitch ass, Esau. Water, bro. That nigga, man. Read that from the top again.
This is 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy. Whereunto ye do well that ye take heed.
You do well if you take heed. Go ahead.
As unto a light that shineth in a dark place.
That's right. See that? That light is shining in this dark place. And we are able to see it. That little sliver of hope. We see a way out. And we've been set out on that path. We just walk into the light. Right? You got it out.
until the day dawn, and the day star rise in your heart.
Yeah, until the day dawn and the day star arise in our mind. Yahawashi, man. Right? Go ahead.
Knowing this first, and no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
No prophecy of the scripture. Any private interpretation. When you say that the MOT is the law, it's not of a private interpretation, man. And guess what? You're seeing a fruit that's being made manifest. It's not even going to be today. Guess what? They said it's June. Ain't no microchip. Guess what? It's going to be June. And there's plenty of microchips.
That's it.
See that? But see, that was him in his pride just blurting out shit. Not thinking stuff through. You know?
It's Psalms 43. Psalm 43 and 3. Oh, send out thy light and thy truth.
Yeah, send out some. Woo! Read that from the top again.
Psalm 43 and 3.
Yeah.
Oh, send out thy light and thy truth.
See that? And the same. Right? When you in your house and it's pitch black dog, what comforts you? You cut on the light. It's truth was comforting us.
Let them lead.
Woo! Go ahead.
Let them bring me unto thy holy hill.
Woo! Let them bring me to thy holy hill, man. That government of Yahawashi See? Woo! You got it out.
And to thy tabernacle.
See that, man? To thy tabernacle, but we're going to be settled and rooted and grounded and protected from all the things that set to come upon the planet Earth, man. You remember that guy said there wasn't going to be no Jacob's trouble, man? But he done broke. I ain't even gonna go to it, man. I let them apostle continue to handle that. You know? But yeah, man, these false prophets was just prophesied to be in the last days.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1.
Yep.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the
The
Lord.
words of prophecy that the Lord is going to put in our mouth. Again, we're not coming out our own belly, out our own heart. You got it.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Again, these words are faithful and true. Why? Because the Lord has declared them from the beginning. Let me get this. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 46. And I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me. What makes the Most High the Most High? Let's continue. Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So the Lord counsel is going to stand. All right, that's why these words are faithful and true. They're going to come to pass.
Isaiah 14 and 24. The Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass.
Yeah, surely as I have thought, it's going to come to pass. You got it out.
And as I have purposed, so shall it stand.
And so shall it stand. And the Lord is not a man that he should lie. What is that? Numbers 23. Yeah, Numbers 23. Yeah, man. So when the Lord said these prophecies are faithful and true, guess what? They're going to come to pass.
I got it out.
You got it? Go ahead.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 23, verse 19. It says, Yahawah is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man, that he should repent. He has said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good?
Yeah, shall he not make it good? Yeah, the Lord gonna make it good, man. I got another precept showing you that the words of the Lord, you go better see this. Okay. This is Psalms chapter 33 and verse 11. The counsel of the Lord standeth forever, and the thoughts of his heart to all generations, man. So the counsel of Yahawashi gonna stand forever, man. So when he say this place is going down, guess what? It's going down. When he say the kingdom of heaven is for the children of Israel. Guess what? The kingdom of heaven is for the children of Israel. There ain't no way you can disannul that, rewrite it, secessionism, none of that shit. You got that.
It caused him to be
And then we started. You got the precept? Let's get that quick precept.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 10.
Yep.
For as the rain coming down
Yep.
and the snow from heaven, and return it not thither,
Yep.
but watereth the earth and making it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater.
Yeah.
So shall my word be.
See, the Lord used something tangible, something you can put your hands on. The rain comes down, the snow comes down, it waters, flowers bloom, crops grow, give bread to the eater, right? He says, so shall my word be. Go ahead.
That goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent
So
it.
it's going to prosper, man. So yeah, these words are faithful and true. You got it out.
Sirach 39 and verse 16, all the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commanded shall be accomplished.
See that? Whatsoever he commanded. And guess what? He commanded the release of Jacob. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, who come back to Yahawashi in spirit and in truth, man. And these prophecies playing out are meant for you to consider, to compare you to consider your ways, to come back to the Lord, man. Because, hey, just as the title of the lesson is, or the live, now is it's high time to awake out of sleep. It's high time to awake out of sleep. You got a precept? Go ahead. A little bit. Oh, it's like, go ahead, finish it out.
It says, whatsoever he commanded shall be accomplished in due season.
Yeah, in due season, man. That's beautiful. We had the rainy season of Esau. The sun is setting on the west.
This is Psalm 147, starting at 15. He sendeth forth his commandment upon earth. His word runneth very swift.
Yep.
He giveth snow like wool. He scattereth the hoarfrost like ashes. He casteth forth his ice like mussels. Who can stand before his cold?
Yeah, go ahead.
He sent out his word and melted them. He causeth his wind to blow and the waters flow.
So on the carnal sense, the Lord make the wind to go. He changed the seasons, right? But in the spiritual sense, he put an Esau down, all right, and he lifted up.
Verse 19. He sure that they have not known them.
Yep.
Praise ye the Lord, Yahawashi.
You don't know the judgment of the Lord now, but you soon will by the way of these prophecies. They will declare it, and you're going to know who did it. Why? Because we're saying who did it. We're telling you now. So when they come to pass, it's not going to be up for debate. Let's go back.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Paper, but they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Yeah, the unbelief. Don't let that trouble you. Go ahead.
That speak against thee.
Yeah.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
You're going to die. You don't believe the report, you're going to die. What is that, Isaiah 53? Let me get that. If you don't believe the report, it's just that simple. You're going to die.
So he that despises the word shall be destroyed.
That's it. It's Isaiah chapter 53, verse 1. Who have believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed. And in this little book, right, that word report says doctrine. Who have believed our doctrine? And who has the Lord, the arm of the Lord been revealed? Who has Yahawashi been revealed to, man? You got these guys calling on some people. But the Lord ain't been revealed to these guys, man. Well, that's plain. That's plain. You want to teach the commandment, but you want to get lineups and shit. Carnal men. You got that.
Come. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Yeah. Oh, hey, listen. Monkeypox is a plague. Bird flu is a plague. That sea ragamuffin is a plague. Guess what? The Lord is getting upon the world.
Famine,
Yeah, woo, good. Yeah.
pestilence, drought.
There's scarcity.
Come. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine,
Yeah.
death, and destruction.
Hey, man. And as the brother Barack also brings out, man, it's various ways to die in America. You know, what is that old show, 1,000 Ways to Die? There's multiple ways to die here in America. You can die with a so-called straight bullet, right? Everybody got that thing now. Everybody got those what they call them, the clips that they put in there to make their gun automatic. Everybody got that shit now. The switches, you know? Yeah.
It's like you saw the 18-year-old that was playing in the sand.
Oh,
He built in the sand. You know, the sand can collapse on you. Building can collapse on you.
I seen that story today, man. I actually looked at it, and they brought a genuine chuckle. But you tempted the Lord, you dug in the sand, and it collapsed in on your way. That's 1,000 ways to die.
Teach wild beasts to turn it up.
I seen it, man.
You know, a lot of these animals.
Hey, man, she got that whole calf was down there ripped off, man, by two dogs, man. That's the terror of the Lord. And guess what? We at the beginning of sorrow. So you know it's going to get way worse, man.
It's like evil and telling the truth.
That's it, on the earth.
So you thought it was seeing some, you thought it was some, you know, seeing somebody get mauled, you know, by a dog. Well, it's going to get worse than that. Evils is going to increase, man.
Yeah, man, ball by man.
Yeah.
You know, Bobcat. I even seen a video of dude do a Bobcat off his shoulder, man. He tried to reach for the pistol, and it like it was almost nuts, and it's over. Get it out, man. That's what do, man.
You know, right there, they got on somebody's head.
Oh, we seen last time bees have to attack people, and they were took to see everything is to the disposal of Yahawashi. That's why you need to fear. Again, it says plague, death, and what?
And destruction.
Yeah, and destruction, man. There's no good scenarios in that word right there, man. And that's what the Lord is bringing upon the world.
Psalm 146 starting at 5. Happy is he that hath the power of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in the Lord, Yahawashi outside his power, which made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that dwell therein is, which keepeth truth forever, which executeth judgment for the oppressed, which giveth food to the hungry. The Lord, Yahawashi outside, looseth the prisoners. The Lord openeth the eyes of the blind. The Lord, Yahawashi outside, raises them that are bowed down. The Lord, Yahawashi outside, loveth the righteous. The Lord preserveth the strangers. He relieveth the fatherless and widow, but the way of the wicked he turneth upside down.
And that's what we're seeing being manifest right now, man. The wicked being turned upside down. The Lord is feeding the hungry, right? He's feeding the poor. Okay, we get fed with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It's going to keep us stable in the time we're coming into, right? You got more?
One more.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. The Lord Yahawashi outside shall reign forever, even the power, O Zion, unto all generations. Praise ye the Lord Yahawashi outside.
The earth is in the hands of the Lord, man, and he give it to whosoever he will. And in time, he's going to set up one that is profitable. And it's just Jacob. Okay?
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
See, that's why the Lord is doing this, man. Because Esau has polluted the whole earth. Go ahead,
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Yeah, their hurtful works are fulfilled. Let me get something real quick. words are fulfilled, man. That's why we seeing things are playing out the way they are. This devil knowing that he had but a short time. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51. I'm going to start at verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. Yeah, if so be, Babylon the Great, aka America, would be healed. All right? Take balm for her pain. Balm is a medicated ointment, right? That's supposed to heal wounds. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country, for judgment reach up unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So the judgment of this place, all right, is now being fulfilled, man. Her sin, her wickedness, her mind that she done pushed out, right, is now the Lord is reckoning with this place, man.
Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness,
Yep.
which they profanely commit.
Yeah, how the Lord speaking? By the mouth of his prophets. You got a piece of that? Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 5. It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
But for a moment, man. You done toil, you done labor from your youth to get to this point. I was meditating on it. When Esau got into power, everything he geared himself to was trying to defeat Yahawashi when he come back. Everything he done labored and toiled and constructed and manifested and made this and did this. It was all up to him trying to defeat Yahawashi, man. Because he knew when the prophets woke up and they hit my shit, it's time now. I gotta go to war now. He knew what time it was. That's why he kept perfecting these bombs, perfecting these weapons. Man, I seen a news, and it all of a sudden popped up on my timeline. Esau, the new age of weaponry. This nigga had 2 goddamn fast guns, man. You know, with some kind of laser technology. He really think he got it on his own. See, the Lord gave you an inkling of technology, nothing compared to what he had, man. Oh, it's an old saying, I'll teach you all that you know, but I won't teach you all that I know. So that's how the Lord, he taught him all that he knows, you know? Well, Esau, when the Lord come back, he gonna fuck you up, man. Ain't nothing you gonna be able to do to put that off. Y'all been saying about?
I say like Esau, he can't fight with Allah, man.
No, his arms too short to box with the Lord.
His technology too.
Yeah, and it don't even compete, man. It don't even compete. You got gas power fucking cars, man. You don't even know what the chairs run off of, man. You know? That's hey man, it's like Esau is the ant and the Lord is the hammer. You know? You ain't gonna win. So when these prophecies start coming to pass, Esau know he got but a short time.
Yeah,
You got it, right?
I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness,
Yep.
which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Yeah, Lord ain't gonna suffer you in those things in which you wickedly exercise yourself, man. You're not able to, now you pushing forth all this stuff, and now you got these certain states writing stricter abortion laws, man. Your wickedness that you set out, man, now everything is reversing back through the hand of Yahawashi. You know? And that's fucking wicked, man. You got motherfuckers going in and certain weeks getting their babies aborted, man. And if you ever seen a video, man, of how they fucking do that shit, man, that shit is they just tearing the baby piece by fucking piece, man. Pulling it out the woman, man. That's what this damn devil promotes, man. But now the Lord is twisting this thing up. He's turning it right side up, man. He said, no more abortions. These bitches going crazy. Which is part of the Lord's plan. See, Esau think it's part of his plan to cause order out of chaos, you know. No, this is the Lord gonna cause order out of chaos. He stirred these spirits up. That's it. Got precept? Go ahead, Al.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, and verse 15. It says, shall the axe boast itself
Yeah.
against him that heweth therewith?
Yeah, Esau, you think you got it on your own accord. Go ahead.
Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it, as if the rod should shake itself against them
Yeah,
that...
hey, Salaki.
good.
When you got a broom and you got, trash on the floor, that broom ain't gonna magically sweep it up. Now it has to have somebody to actually move it, man. In the same way that axe, right? So Esau, the Lord is causing you to do these things, and you so lifted up in pride, you don't even realize it. You got it out.
as if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up,
Yeah.
as if the staff should lift up itself, as if it were no wood. So therefore shall the Lord of hosts, send among his fat ones leanness, and under his glory he shall kindle a burning like the burning of a fire.
Yeah, but the point is, man, the Lord is the one who wields the axe, man. Who wields the sword, Esau into the so-called white man. You ain't got shit on your own, man. The Lord put it in your mind to make these certain moves. What is that? Isaiah? I'll make the spill, the blows the coals of the fire, that bring forth an instrument for his work. But his instrument is these ICBM missiles, man. Go ahead, Ike.
Precept back, brother. This Sirach 32 and verse 13. It says, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure,
Yeah, and his pleasure. Go ahead.
so is man. So man is in the hand of him that made him.
Yeah, so is man in the hand of him who made him, man. And guess what? Every spirit, everything you see was commissioned by Yahawah, given the blueprints to Yahawashi to make. Everything. Concrete jungles, right? And these scriptures. Guess what? Yahawashi made these things. Real quick, let's prove that. Can you give me Colossians chapter 1 and verse 16, I believe?
Hold up. I got that. I created the spin too.
Okay, cut. You got it. Yep.
Now this is Colossians chapter 1, verse 16. For by him were all things created
By who? By Yahawashi. Go ahead.
that are in heaven
Yeah.
and that are in earth,
See that? All things that are in heaven and in earth. Go ahead.
visible and invisible,
Yeah.
whether they be thrones
Woo! Said, whether they be thrones. Go ahead.
or dominions
Yeah.
or
Come
principalities
on, man.
or powers,
Yep.
all things were created by him
Yeah.
and for him.
And for him. Everything's for the will of Yahawah by Yahawashi, man. Okay? Even these scientists. Matter of fact, look at this precept. Yeah, man.
All right,
And see that it's like it.
No, it's
and
like it.
knowing that it brings comfort, man. Okay, you know that you're in the hand of the Lord and he's directing your path and you hoping in his mercy. You ain't hoping in fucking Esau not to kill you. No, you hoping in the Lord put this devil away. You know? You got it out.
it says, Isaiah 54 verse 16, and it says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
And we know a smith was a metal worker who made weapons. The modern day smith are these who? These scientists. They bring forth these instruments of death, man. These ICBMs who kill missiles. You got it out.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Yeah, those ICBM missiles. To destroy it.
Come.
You got more on that precept?
Yeah,
That Ecclesiastes? 33?
yeah. Sirach 32. I'm reading for a little
32.
bit. It says, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him,
That's right.
to render to them as liketh him best.
Yeah, it's like of him best. So it don't matter what you want to do, B. It's all what the Lord gonna cause you to do. What is that? Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Oh, yeah.
He
Oh, that's
turned-
spirit.
You got that?
That's
Go
the
ahead.
spirit. God. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the river of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Whatsoever he will. Oh yeah, you ain't got no choice in this. When the Lord say, shoot out the missile, guess what? You gonna shoot out the missiles, and the Spirit of the Lord gonna be in the missile.
Now, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 9. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them.
Woo, see that? That's a guarantee. I will surely avenge them. Go ahead.
And receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Yeah, the Lord will receive all the innocent blood. Why? Because we crying out. Now we often go back to what is that, Deuteronomy 22, when the damsel cry out in the field. We crying out in the field. See, the field is the world. The damsel is Israel, and we're crying out to the Lord also. You know? And when the Lord hear your cry, guess what? He gonna put that motherfucker to death when he's trying to rape us. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I would not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Again, spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt. The Lord is not going to suffer us to dwell in the land of Egypt. Go ahead.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues.
Woo!
As before.
As before, man. Continue.
And will destroy all the land thereof.
And that lets you know this ain't talking about ancient Egypt, because our ancient Egypt land wasn't destroyed. This place is going to be destroyed, man. The Lord says he's going to destroy all the land thereof. He said, well, I will bring smite with plagues as before. The economy was shot when those locusts ate up all the fruit. You know, they didn't have any water, which in turn was a drought. He ain't got no water. But guess what? These things are playing out again. Oh, I see this video by Dabu on the way down, man. Get ready for rolling blackout.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about. That's what I was thinking about.
Hey, the Lord calls darkness. Then he eventually what? He destroyed the firstborn of Pharaoh, man. You know? But the Lord is going to get down. And guess who that death angel was? It was Yahawashi. Yeah. The king coming back for his children again, man. Get ready. Nothing you going to be able to do to stave this off. Yeah, precept about it. Let's get our precept first.
The damsel cried out.
Yeah, cut it.
Doing the same thing today. But it's like Exodus 2 and verse 23. And it came to pass in the process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage, and they cried.
And they cried.
And their cry came up to Yahawashi by reason of the bondage.
Yeah, by reason of the bondage. If you don't know you in jail, how you gonna cry? You still got that? Yeshaya, the captain of exile, hastening that he might be loose. Yeah, man. But if you ain't crying out, how the Lord gonna even know you in distress or know you need to be saved? You got it, right?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51 and verse 14. And it says, the captive exile hastening that he may be loose, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail.
Our bread is not failing, man. And we're hoping not to die here with these niggas, man. You know, in the pit. But again, it goes back to us crying out. Who's crying out? Oh, somebody hold Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. Who's crying out? Matter of fact, hold it. Let's go back. Ezekiel 9 and 4. Who's crying out, man? Who's crying out for all the abomination in the midst thereof? Who's vehemently asking the Lord Yahawashi to save them?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord Yahawashi said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
All the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. That mark is that tawah, that is exempt from judgment. Going back to Exodus, man. We put that lamb's blood on our doorposts. Now we got it on the doorposts of our mind. The Yahawashi gonna say the inward man. That's how I'm gonna say upright in heart. He's not gonna say somebody who's still stuck in this world mentally. Right?
It's just a little bit left.
You got it. Matter of fact, read it from the top.
Verse 23, Exodus 2 and 23. And it came to pass in the process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage.
Yep.
And they cried, and their cry came up unto Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, by reason of the bondage.
And guess what? The Lord only wants a remnant to cry out to him. He ain't trying to get the whole nation. Hey, at one point in time, he wanted to do away with all our head. But the Lord said, no. Well, actually, Moses spoke on our behalf, right? So we would not die, man, you know? And that's a beautiful thing, that first mediator, you know? That first go-between. And now we got to go between the son, man, all right? That was it on that?
It says, and the Most High heard their groaning.
Woo! See? The Lord has now jumped in, he's sprung into action, man. The time is speeding up. The days are getting shorter. Prophecy is popping out the page. You got more on that?
It says, and the Most High Yahawah remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob.
See that? If we ain't had that covenant through Abraham first and Isaac and Jacob, man, we'd be done. The Lord would have raised up seed to Moses, man. You know? And that's what it's about. The Lord remembering his elect. You have to that was it on that?
It's a little bit.
Go ahead.
25. And the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them.
Yep.
This is Psalm 107, starting at 12. Therefore he brought down their heart with labor. They fell down, and there was none to help. Verse 13. Then they cried unto the Lord, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, in their trouble, and he saved them out of their distress.
Yeah. Go ahead.
He brought them out of darkness and the shadow of death, and break their bands in sunder.
And that's happening in this time. Those same scenarios are playing out. The Lord is shining a light in this gross darkness, right? And now he's commissioned the angels to bring forth his judgment and make things manifest. And it's by way of the what? The prophecy. Okay? Let's go back. You had something? You had something you want to do?
Now this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. In verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
See that? The Lord ain't going to suffer us now to dwell in the land of Egypt. It's gross darkness, man. Go ahead.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Smite Egypt with plagues as before. That's what the Lord is doing. He smite Egypt with plagues as before. Guess what? There's a plague of mental illness in this place, man. I'm telling you. The Lord is his name, man. The Lord of hosts. Everything is to his disposal. You got that.
And I will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
Smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it, man. What is one of those plagues? Let's get a plague right quick. Was that 2nd Ezra 16? And this shall be the plague with the Lord. You know what? Zechariah 14 and 12. Let's get one of these plagues. Now there's multiple plagues, but we're seeing them. But the ultimate plague is going to be these ICBM missiles that the Lord has now made manifest. What is so goddamn smiling about? Go ahead,
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Listen, man, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So the Lord said, this is the plague. It's going to be what? Read that again.
And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Yeah, Jerusalem is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who go back to the seed of the children of Israel. All right? Now, we're not shallow up here. If this message registered with you that this kingdom is wicked and it's going to be brought down to his knees, guess what? You could be a children of Israel too, man. We don't base this on color. All right, skin color. No. We base it on the spirit. So if your spirit registered with our spirit, then we are the children of the Most High, then guess what? It's time to repent. It's time to repent. You gotta fit it now. Go ahead,
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Listen, what's hard enough to do that when you standing up and your eyes consume away in your eye, in your eyelids or your eye holes, bro, and your tongue consume away in your mouth? Oh, we got a vivid description of that. Go watch Terminator 2 and Sarah Connor on the fence. You know, Sarah Connor on the fence. What happened to her? Her flesh consumed away while she standing on her feet. Her eyes consumed away her holes, and her tongue consumed away her mouth. Well, that was done by way of ICD Milton. Okay? That's what the Lord is going to bring. We already read Isaiah 54. Was that 51? Where the Lord have created the smiths to blow up the coals in the fight. You know? Well, that's what the Lord is doing, man. That's that plague that we're reading about. And let's go back to 2nd Ezra 15. I think it's like verse 11. So the people who have fought against these people, guess what? The recompense is coming. The Lord is going to recompense you for your ill dealing, for your legislation that you set up to keep these people in place. The Lord going to pay you back, and that's beautiful, man. The Lord is a just power. That was, matter of fact, real quick. Give me Galatians 6 and 7, real quick. But see, the Lord is about balance, man. You just can't do this to his people, man, and think nothing is going to happen to you. You can't do that, man. You done touched the apple of his eye. You got that out?
This Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived.
Yeah, don't deceive yourself. Right? Go ahead.
The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
And what has the so-called white man who was Esau, Edom, sown in the planet Earth? Rape, rob, and murder, man. And the Lord gonna recompense you for that. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. Go ahead.
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Yep.
But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Yeah, you're going to reap life everlasting, man. I see them swords. Go ahead,
I got one for you in Psalms. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, O Lord Yahawah, to whom vengeance belongeth.
Yeah.
O Yahawah, to whom vengeance belongeth.
See, the scriptures say, wait upon me till I rise up to the prey. Vengeance belongs to the Lord. You got it,
Show thyself, lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth.
Woo, just show thyself. That's why you seeing things happen there. Food shortages. The Lord is showing himself. Baby formula shortages, right? You got now where they fudging the number saying the lowest unemployment rate in 3 years. Well, those jobs are like $10 and below. Who the hell gonna work that? And you're not gonna be able to survive here with that. You got inflation, hyperinflation, food going up. Well, that's just more of the Lord showing you that he's judging this place. Are you paying attention? You got that.
Render a reward to the proud.
Yeah, woo! Render a reward to the proud. And who is the most proud of this? You got now coming up LGBTQXYZ Pride Month next month, man.
Yeah.
You got the few, the proud, the Marines, you know? Well, who's the most proud nation that's lifted up, man? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's lifted up. He believe he got it on his own, but the Lord didn't gave him all this. You got it out.
Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph?
Yeah.
How long shall they utter and speak hard things?
Yeah, they speak hard things. You got now what they trying to say scientists now that Sodom and Gomorrah was.
Yeah, man.
See? And that's why the Lord left it as an example. For those that should live ungodly. That's why they trying to disannul it. Nah, you can't use it as an example now. It's already subscribed, man. It's already written in stone. And that's the way America's going to be brought down, by way of thermonuclear fire, the same way Sodom and Gomorrah. Why? Because they lift up all those ideas, man. Promote death. You got it, right?
And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. They break in pieces thy people, O Lord, and afflict thy heritage.
Yeah, they afflict the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? Who are the children of Israel? Go to Deuteronomy 28 and read the curses. Who do the curses fit? You got that.
They slay the widow and the stranger, and the murderer, the fatherless.
Yeah, that goes back to the curses. They didn't have regard of the old or young. Even to this day, man, you can pull up California Highway Patrol. You got this 60-year-old grandma that snatched out her car and slammed on the pavement. Well, that's the same spirit they have always had, man. They don't regard the young or old. Oh, gator bait. That's the thing, man. They don't regard the old or the young. And guess what? The Lord gonna pay you back for that. See, nobody gets away. You got it out. Hey, we ain't get away. When we transgress against the word, right? We went into slavery.
Yep.
You got it out.
Yet they say, the Lord shall not see, neither shall the power of Jacob regard it.
See that? You don't think the Lord see you. But he see you. He just let you build up that iniquity, run that tab, so he can be justified to do what he do. Take you out. Go ahead, out.
Understand, ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise?
Yeah.
He that planted the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eye, shall he not see?
Yeah, go ahead.
He that chastises the heathen, shall not he correct?
That's it. By way of these churches, man. I'm telling you, when the famine lay hold of this place, and you ain't ate in a week, then you gonna realize who the Lord of hosts is. You gonna realize who the God of the Bible really is, man. And he don't take kindly to you going and messing with his children, man.
It says, he that teacheth man knowledge, shall not he know? The Lord knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity.
Yeah, they are vanity, man. The thoughts of Esau Edom is vanity. You think you're gonna have a perpetual kingdom? Oh, you got now Biden, all right, trying to go along with who, trying to give away the power. So when they declare, a worldwide epidemic or pandemic, now they can force those laws upon you, man. See, this all going into a new world order. That's why they speeding this thing up fast. You know, they trying to now push Fauci out there. You know that C-19 was a precursor to the thing that's coming. That corrupt, that MOTB. If you don't take that thing, you're not gonna be functioning in this society. So now they got records for who will take it now, who's going to comply, who's not going to comply, you know? But guess what? That's the same thing with the Lord. Who's going to comply with his word? Who's not going to comply? If you don't want to comply with Yahawashi, you're going to die. Period. You understand? Go ahead, Alex.
This is Isaiah 52, starting at 2. Shake thyself from the dust. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion.
Go ahead.
For thus saith the Lord Yahawashi, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money.
Yeah, you're going to be redeemed without money. Yeah, and it goes back to the curses too, where it says, no man shall buy you. Meaning what? Nobody's going to be able to redeem you out of this captivity. Only the Lord Yahawashi. All right, who the world ignorant knows as Jesus. The letter J wasn't invented until the 1600s. So how the hell is named Jesus? It don't even make sense. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 4. For thus said the Lord Yahawah bahasham power. My people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there, and the Assyrian oppressed them without cause. Now therefore, where was it?
What up?
Yeah, it's a lot, y'all.
It's all good. I got it. Come on. Bear with us. Yeah, you can let that one stay there. See, that's how that destroying wind gonna come. Nothing is gonna escape. Nothing. So when it's time to lay down, you gonna lay down. How much more you got on there?
Just one more.
Go ahead.
All right, Isaiah 52 and 5. Now therefore, what have I here, said the Lord Yahawah bahasham that my people is taken away for naught. They that rule over them make them the harm, said the Lord. And my name continually every day is blasphemy. Therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore they shall know in that day that I am he that speak. Behold, it is I.
Yeah. In that day you gonna know that Yahawah is the one who did. Right? Go ahead.
It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 15. The Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nation.
Yeah, the roots of the proud nation. That Green Bay tree. Go ahead.
And planted the lowly in their place.
And planted the lowly in their place. Who was that? Jacob. We are a base hill. We are a low hill, man. Right? You got more than that?
The Lord overthrew the countries of the heathen.
Yep.
And destroyed them
Yep.
to the foundations of the earth.
And that's what the Lord going to eventually do. So he saw even when he plucked them up by the roots, man, you're not coming back in the power. All right? You got more than that? Go ahead.
He took some of them away and destroyed them.
Yep.
And have made their memorial to cease from the earth.
Yeah, made the memorial to cease from the earth, man. Eventually the Lord is going to come back as an angelic power and take down Esau Edom. Why do you think that you got the Pentagon now, proclaiming over 400 UFOs, as they say, sighted, man? That's nothing more than the Lord showing you his power. You got them chasing them, trying to shoot them, and they just playing with them, man. That's that technology that the Lord has is going to far exceed anything Esau had, man. You read that in what, 2nd Ezra 13. They yet durst fight. They were scared, but yet durst fight. That's the spirit the Lord gonna put in them. Let's go back.
Again, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn.
Hey man, guess what? They that till the ground shall mourn. These souls are mourning. Why? Because they can't get any fertilizer. They don't have any water. It's a mega drought. A drought of biblical proportions. Get that? It's a drought of biblical proportions, man. That's what the Lord is doing. So guess what? These people are mourning. These people that till the ground are mourning. Go ahead, Al.
For their seeds shall fail through the blasting in hell.
Yeah.
And with a fearful constellation.
Yep.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Yeah.
For the sword and the destruction draw nigh.
And that's what we at. The sword and the destruction draw nigh. We at the end of this man's system. All his ill dealings is now coming to be reckoned before the Lord of hosts. Like, let me adjust it like this. Bear with us. And usually I have that thing angled. I don't know what it is, but with this spot right here, it has a lot of wind. You got it out. Come.
For the sword and the destruction draw nigh.
Yeah.
And one people shall stand up and fight against
And
another.
that's another thing. One people shall stand up and fight against another. Let me get a quick precept. This is the book of Isaiah. Now see, the Lord, he's going to put the spirit on these people to war against each other. Why? Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
That's it.
This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 1. Yeah, verse 1, the burden of Egypt. Again, this Egypt is speaking about America, Babylon the Great. We read in Revelation 11 that this is spiritually Sodom and spiritual Egypt. We don't have to go into the reason why it's spiritual Sodom. We see it, spiritual Egypt, because by the way of oppression, man. Right? By the way of this slavery. It says, check this out. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. So when the Lord comes with those chariots, guess what? These people going to be afraid. They're going to say, oh, UFO, oh no. But it's really the Lord coming back with his angels to destroy this place. They're going to be scared and fear. But we're going to be praising the Lord. Thank you for our ride. It's coming. Lord willing, we last to that day. Because there's a lot of things that's going to have to happen before that manifests. Verse 2, and this is the point. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. This is a bad go the precept that the brother's reading now. You got it.
For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Swords in their hand. What's the modern day sword? The gun. They're going to stand up and fight against one another. You got that.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Go ahead.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Look, man, they had a plot just last year to take the governor of Michigan and string her up and kill her, man. That was the precursor. They ain't gonna care about your governors, your mayors, your aldermen, none of that shit, man. They ain't regard none of that. You got it, right?
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Why? Because everybody gonna be feeling for themselves, man. The police gonna be looking for something. They ain't gonna be riding around trying to stop this and stop that. Oh, they gonna be trying to find them something to eat. That's the calamity the Lord is gonna bring upon this place, man. Somebody hold Jeremiah 49. Like an 8. You got a precept? Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
It says, suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. These warehouses. Oh, that's another thing. You had over 20 warehouses that store food, catch fire, or burn up some mysterious way. Well, it ain't nothing but the Lord plaguing this place, bringing things upon him, man. You got it out.
The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Shall suddenly be found empty. Go ahead.
And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear, they shall be suddenly afraid.
Yeah. See, this trumpet is being blown now. So you should be afraid. You should be like, what?
No, so like you remember what that was the UK was saying about it's gonna be like an apocalyptic.
Oh yeah, apocalyptic future. Yeah. That's something that we've been talking about for years, man. You know, again, start with our apostles and elders. We've been telling you about the famine, and now it's manifesting right before you.
Yeah, tell real quick point. That's when Jake really gonna catch it at the last minute, cause they gonna put it at the last minute on the news. Everything gonna be empty by then. Goddamn, but here it is. You know, the Trump, like you said, that Trump being blown now, but they ain't considering this trumpet. But they gonna when the news blow that trumpet, that's when they gonna consider. That's when they gonna be afraid.
Channel 13 WVTO at Homewood parking lot or the Walmart. There's no food here. There's no food. It's gonna be a wrap for you then. But see, this is part of Jacob's trouble, man. These are the things that the Lord has prepared for you, Jake. And Jake is short for Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel, man. That's why we affectionately call you Jake, because you haven't fully converted to Yahawashi. You're still in the world. You have more on that?
Yeah, it's the point. It says, verse 24, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Yeah, they've been watching your ass bring in groceries. I know they got something in there. they gonna kick your door in and try and take what you got, man. And if the Lord ain't with you, you gonna die. I know you got to something.
This second Ezra 13, and verse 13. And one shall undertake to fight against another. One city against another. One place against another. One people against another.
Yeah, one people against another. Go ahead.
And one realm against another.
And one realm. Hey, it's gonna be realms fighting against us. All right, that goes into Yahawashi coming back. The earthly realm, the carnal realm, fighting against that angelic power. You're gonna die. You're not even gonna be able to stand up against the Lord. You know?
I say race wars is coming to the earth.
Yeah,
That's a part of the prophecies. Okay.
Go ahead.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't come to send peace on earth, but a sword.
That's it.
You know, a lot of people be saying, but what about love? What about love? Why can't we just love?
Yeah, the Lord, if I
Okay.
may, the Lord is about balance, man.
That's it.
He don't have one emotion. It's things the Lord hate and things the Lord love. So how much more us? We're supposed to love what the Lord loves and hate what the Lord hates. So it ain't all about love.
That's it.
It's crazy.
It's Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 verse 7. Ain't no tarrying to turn to the Lord
Beautiful.
and putting out off from day to day.
Yup.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth,
Yup.
and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
And then that security. You done stocked up water. You done stocked up canned goods, and then your security, you want to be destroyed. See, it don't matter if you stock up all that. If the Lord ain't with you, it ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. You can have nothing, and if the Lord with you, he gonna provide. He already said, my servant shall eat, but ye should be hungry. Right? You got that.
He said, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Yeah.
He said, set not thy heart upon goods unjustly gotten.
Yeah, don't set your mind on goods unjustly, guy. Right? Go ahead.
For they shall not profit thee in the day of
See
calamity.
that? It ain't gonna profit you. Somebody got that Jeremiah 49. Yeah. It's not gonna profit you in the day of calamity. It's not gonna profit you all about. Because see, the Lord is bringing the calamities of Esau upon you.
It's like, make me like goods unjustly gotten. Like you stacking these goods up, thinking that this was gonna save you.
Yeah.
Now it's unjust. It ain't gonna profit you.
Yeah, it ain't
Because
gonna,
it can get took.
that's right, brother. It ain't gonna profit you, man. You storing up stuff for the elect.
Yeah.
You know? He said calamity. Let's get there.
In Jeremiah 49:8, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the Dan.
Yeah, the Dan is one of the cities of Esau. Well, Esau pictures 10. That's where it's the Dan or Teman, right? Go ahead.
For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon
See
him,
that? I will bring the calamities of Esau upon him. Go ahead.
the time that I will visit
And
him.
guess what? The Lord is visiting you right now. And you don't even know it. Now you got the upper echelon who know what the hell is going on. But these low level Edomites, they don't know what the hell is going on. They think all this stuff gonna pass. Oh, this just for this time. No, man. It's not.
Rough time in life.
Yeah, this the worst time in now. It's gonna continue to get worse. Why? Because the Lord said evil and only evil. And we welcome that. Somebody give me 2nd Ezra 4. I want to say is that 27? 2nd Ezra 4 and 27. See, we need this kingdom to fall. Two kings can't sit on the same throne. Let's put it plain. No? You got that? 2nd Ezra.
Which one? Four.
Somebody got it?
Yeah. Time.
Yeah, you got it.
When it start 27 or 28.
Start with 27. Yeah.
This second Ezra 4:27, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous.
Yeah, you people can't comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous. That's why we settled, rooted, and grounded up here. We know what the truth is. Go ahead, all right.
In time to come,
Yep, in time to come, go ahead.
for this world is full of unrighteousness
Yep.
and infirmities.
See that? This current world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities, man. You get sick, You get a nasty cough because they spraying chemtrails. You know, you don't get no sustenance from the food because it's all GMO, right? It's full of unrighteousness and infirmities. Go ahead,
But as concerning the things whereof thou asked me,
Yep.
I will tell thee.
Go ahead.
For the evil is sown,
Yep.
but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Yeah, the evil is sown. That great green bay tree that spread out around the planet Earth, promoting wickedness. But the evil is what?
Sown,
Yep.
but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Go ahead.
If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down,
Yep.
and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away,
Yeah, the place where the evil is sown pass not away. Go ahead.
then cannot it come that is sown with good.
You see, it can't come unless this place pass away. Is it more than that? I believe that was the point. So it's got to be done away with. There's no other way around. And where we at in 2nd 15? Hold on, let's do that. Go ahead now.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, starting at 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end,
Yep.
and the end is manifest.
The end is manifest. That's why we see the prophecies playing out, because the end is being made clear. Every day, as our brother beautifully put, every day the sun rises and the sun sets is a closer to the kingdom, man. And we almost out of here. Go ahead,
Verse 6. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works,
Yep.
and endings in effects and
And
signs.
endings and effects and signs. And the signs are speaking. Right? Go ahead.
And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works
Yep.
and by faith,
And by faith.
whereby ye have
And
believed.
that's the point. You gotta believe this doctrine. You gotta believe the report wholeheartedly. If you don't, you're gonna die. Hey, you think when Noah was nailing, he was worried about? Now, when the Lord gave him the blueprint, he knew exactly how many people was gonna be in that ark. And he was just looking at dead bodies. That's it. When he was nailing, he was looking, oh, yeah, I'm gonna die. That's essentially what he was saying. Because they ain't have no rooms in that ark. There wasn't no empty room for his cousin, his favorite niece or nephew. You know? Wasn't that? The Lord had the blueprint set out or where he wanted it built. And there was no room for them. So how much more now, man, where the word is being pushed. And if you don't believe, if you don't hearken, if you don't repent, guess what? The Lord said, good, you don't die. And we come in that same state. You got more? Got it. Good.
Whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my
They
land
shall see my salvation in my land. Go ahead.
and within my borders,
Yep.
for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
See, I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So it was an elect spirit that came back on the planet Earth that the Lord had already predestined to receive salvation. What is that, Ephesians 1 and 4? So yeah, man. And if you believe this gospel or the kingdom of heaven, which entails rulership, good for you. And we hope and pray that we continue unto the end. You got more?
Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
You cast the words of the Lord away despitefully, you're going to dwell in torment. Go ahead.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
And that's the point. You don't know Yahawashi. You don't know the Lord. You don't know that he's poised and ready to spring and pounce on a miracle. Babylon the Great. Mystery of Babylon at the scripture's corner. You don't realize that. Go ahead, Al.
And they have loved my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto
The
them,
place of repentance is open unto you now. But guess what? The doors of mercy are closed. Why do you think we getting the email? Man, I seen about 4 or 5 brothers post today regarding the channels getting struck or video being taken down for misleading information. And all we doing is telling you the truth of the scripture. Right? The scripture say, he that depart from evil making himself a prey. We departed from this world. We're not subscribing to the things that this man presents.
when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised it, the same must know it after death by pain.
The same must know it after death by pain. That's when you gonna realize. That's when you gonna like you gonna go into the spirit world. You gonna see how like, oh, dang. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of people with that reaction.
Shame.
Yeah, very much so.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 14 and verse 10. For the world has lost its youth, and the times begin to wax old.
Yeah, the time is getting like oh.
For the world is divided into 12 parts,
Yep.
and the 10 parts of it are gone
Yeah,
already.
you got Esau with his pseudo sign. World is 1,000,000 years old. No, man.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. That carbon dating. No, man. The Lord didn't reveal those secrets to you.
It's
Go ahead, all right.
And half of a 10th part. And there remaineth that which is after the half of it, the 10th part.
Yep.
Now therefore set thine house in order.
Yeah, set your house in order, man. Starting with yourself. You gotta set yourself in order, man. Now, people are used as carnally. You gotta set your house in order, but now the Lord already said in Matthew 10 and 34, He comes to bring division. You know, your father gonna be against the son against the father-in-law, the daughter-in-law against the mother, you know? So what is this talking about? It's talking about you set yourself in order, right? And matter of fact, He's gonna make it clear. Go ahead.
And reprove thy people.
So once you set yourself in order, you come back to the wisdom, knowledge of Yahawashi, then you go out and reprove your people. Tell them what they're doing wrong. Tell them to come out of wickedness. Stop being an adulterer, right? Stop eating these abominable foods, pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Why? Because it goes against the laws of the Heavenly Father. You will reprove your people. Go ahead.
Comfort such of them as be in trouble.
Yeah, when we are comforting one another with these scriptures. Wherefore comfort one another with these words, right? Comfort those that be in trouble. And we're approaching the time of Jacob's trouble. Right? Continue.
And now renounce corruption.
Yeah.
Let go from these mortal thoughts.
Yeah.
Cast away the burdens of man.
Yeah, it says let go of the mortal thoughts. Things of this world, man. Right? Go ahead.
Put off now the weak nature.
Yeah.
And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto
Hey,
thee.
the weak nature is the flesh. Set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. Go ahead.
And hasty to flee from these times.
Woo, and hasty to flee from these times. Continue.
For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter.
See that? Greater evils. And that's what we're saying. Hey, man, what do you think that shooter was, man? In Buffalo, New York, man. That boy went for straight up soft targets. And you know they done ran across the prophets up there. Stop. Man, you want to call that way in the Bible and cussing? That's not Jesus. You don't know the Lord. But you found out that day.
What it say? Let them know this.
We have known Jesus. Was that Psalm 9:16? Somebody get that. Okay. Good.
For look how much the world shall be weaker through age. So much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell
See
therein.
that? Evil. And that word evil is a compound word. Evil meaning what? Time. Ill meaning bad. Nothing but bad times. It's increasing. And we ain't even talked about the rental assistance that people are still being evicted. See, the Lord is bringing the calamities of Esau upon you. Go ahead,
For the time is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand.
Go ahead.
For now hasteth the vision to come, which thou hast seen.
Woo, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Go ahead.
Then answer I before thee.
What verse you at? Go ahead.
Then answer I before thee, and say, Behold, Lord, I will go, as thou hast commanded me,
Yep.
and reprove the people which are present.
Yep.
But they that shall be born after, who shall admonish them?
And that's the stand we done came in. That's what why I'm gonna go ahead and reprove my people in this time. But who's gonna admonish the people after me? For the Lord has raised up the prophets again. What is that? 1 Corinthians 4:9, I think, that the Lord has set forth the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. So the Lord has saved the best wine for last. That true doctrine of Yahawashi. See, people thought Christianity was it, but it's been spread out throughout all the world and nothing happened. But as soon as the Lord raised up the Hebrew Israelites, you seen things happen. See that? Yeah. That's how you know we at the end. Everything is coinciding one another. Wars and rumors of wars, famine, pestilence, this gospel being preached. You got that going.
Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
Yep.
And then shall the end come.
And then shall the end come. Go ahead.
When ye therefore shall see the abominations.
Slack, read that again.
Come.
Read 13 and 14.
Come. Matthew 24:13. But he that endured, it's like it, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved.
Yeah, the same shall be saved. Go ahead.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
See, the Lord said, this gospel of the kingdom. See, it's a particular gospel that the Lord has sent out. Shall be what?
Shall be preached.
And that word preach go into what? Prophecy or prophesying, right? Into all the world. And then
for a witness unto all nations.
Woo, see, you're not going to be able to say I ain't here. It said for a witness unto all nations. Go ahead.
And then shall the end come.
And then shall the end come. So as we start out in 2nd Ezra 6, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of their fall. That's where we at. We're seeing the downfall of this kingdom, and it's high time to wake out of sleep.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. In that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
It's high time to awake out of sleep. Why? Go ahead.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
So now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Man, it's high time to wake up out of sleep. The prophecies are speaking. All right? The elect, the hopeful elect is hearing this word and waking up. We pray this been edifying. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawah, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash.
double honors to our teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.
Shalom, DTA, Ababa, soon.
Tonight,
Soon.
right now.
Shalom right on to the miracle.